It was a regular Friday when the internet suddenly stopped caring about football scores. No goals, no transfers, no controversies from the pitch. Instead, the buzz was entirely about something far more personal. A rumor that two of the most recognizable young stars in Europe had been seen together, not once, but multiple times, across two different cities within the same week. The names involved? Kylian Mbappé, the man widely regarded as the best footballer on the planet right now, and Ester Expósito, the Spanish actress who turned a Netflix teen drama into a global cultural phenomenon. Within hours, fans from both the football world and the entertainment world were glued to their screens, dissecting every photo, every post, and every detail they could find. And just like that, the story of a possible romance between two of Europe's most famous young faces became the only thing anyone was talking about. To understand why this hit so hard and so fast, you first have to understand who these two people actually are. Kylian Mbappé was born on December 20th, 1998, in Paris, and grew up in the northeastern suburbs of the city in a place called Bondy. He is a forward for Real Madrid and the captain of the French national team. Fast, clinical, and nearly impossible to stop when he is in full flow, he began his professional career at Monaco in 2015 before making the move to Paris Saint-Germain in 2017 for a fee of €180 million, which made him, at the age of 18, the most expensive teenager in the history of football. He spent 7 years at PSG, becoming the club's all-time top goalscorer, winning 6 Ligue 1 titles and 4 Coupe de France, and leading them to their first ever UEFA Champions League final in 2020. At international level, he won the FIFA World Cup with France in 2018 at just 19 years old, and 4 years later in 2022, he scored a hat-trick in the World Cup final against Argentina, making him only the second player in history, after Jeff Hurst in 1966, to score a hat-trick in a men's World Cup final. After years of speculation, he finally joined Real Madrid in 2024 on a free transfer. He hit the ground running, breaking records across his debut season, winning the Pichichi Trophy and the European Golden Shoe for the first time in his career. By 2026, he is wearing the number 10 shirt at the Bernabeu. He has reached 400 career goals, and he is undeniably one of the most famous human beings on earth. His Instagram alone has over 130 million followers. Everything he does, on or off the pitch, becomes international news almost instantly. So when rumors of a new romance started circulating on the evening of March 6th, the world was never going to stay quiet. On the other side of this story is Ester Expósito, a 26-year-old Spanish actress and model born in Madrid on January 26, 2000. She got her first television credit in 2016 with a small role in the Spanish medical drama Centro Médico, and later appeared in the prison drama Vis a Vis. But it was in 2018 when everything truly changed for her. She landed the role of Carla Rosón Calaruega in the Netflix series Elite, a sharp, addictive teen drama set in a fictional private school in Spain. Her character was manipulative, magnetic, and layered, and Expósito played her with so much presence that international audiences immediately took notice. She had actually started winning acting awards much earlier. She took home Best Actress at the Madrid Theatre Awards in both 2013 and 2015 before Elite launched her into a completely different stratosphere of fame. She stayed with the series until 2020, and by then she had already become one of the most recognized young faces in all of European entertainment. Since leaving the show, she has gone on to appear in the horror film Venus, the thriller series Someone Has to Die, and the 2024 action-adventure series Bandidos. Beyond acting, she has built a massive presence in the fashion world, serving as a global ambassador for luxury brands like Bulgari and Yves Saint Laurent Beauty, and she signed with IMG Models in 2024 to expand her international modeling career even further. Her net worth, while entirely self-made through acting and luxury brand partnerships, is estimated at between $500,000 and $2 million, a fraction of Mbappé's estimated $250 million fortune, which is built on his Real Madrid contract, endorsements with Nike and Hublot, and a reported $150 million signing bonus. As of early 2026, she has 24 million followers on Instagram and is one of Spain's most followed individuals on the entire platform. She is not just an actress, she is a full-blown cultural force. Now, what actually kicked all of this off? It started on the evening of March 6, 2026, when a French content creator known by the handle Akababe posted something explosive on his social media account. Akababe is well known in French celebrity circles for his gossip scoops, and this time he claimed to have exclusive information that Kylian Mbappé and Ester Expósito were currently dating. More than a vague claim, he went into specific detail. According to him, the two were first spotted together in Madrid on February 25th. That initial sighting in the Spanish capital was already enough to get people talking online. But then Akababe went further, stating that just a day before his post, in the early hours of March 6th, several people had seen the footballer and the actress together at the Pullman Bar, a rooftop venue in Paris, where they were reportedly seen kissing throughout the evening. He followed up his words with a couple of photographs to support the claim. The images, while not crystal clear, appeared to show the two stars in close company. Those photos were enough to make the whole thing explode online immediately. His post reportedly reached over 10 million views in a short period of time. That is not a small rumor quietly making its way around football Twitter. That is a full-scale internet event. What made this feel so different from the usual celebrity gossip was the fact that the details were specific and, crucially, consistent with what was actually happening in both of their lives at that exact time. Ester Expósito had been invited to Le Grand Dîner du Louvre, one of the most prestigious events on the Paris Fashion Week calendar, which took place on March 3rd. This exclusive gala brings together over 300 international VIP guests and is considered one of the crown jewels of Fashion Week. Expósito's attendance at the event was confirmed, with the news agency EFE also reporting on her presence there, so she had a very real and very public reason to be in Paris that week. And Mbappé? He was also in the French capital, not for fashion, but for football. The Real Madrid forward had been sidelined with a knee sprain and had travelled to Paris to work with specialist doctors as part of his rehabilitation program. Real Madrid confirmed he was receiving intensive treatment in full coordination with French medical specialists, working to get him back on the pitch for crucial upcoming fixtures, with reports pointing to the second leg of their Champions League round of 16 tie against Manchester City on March 17th as a possible comeback target. Both of them being in Paris at exactly the same time gave the rumour an added layer of credibility that it otherwise might not have had. This was not two random people supposedly bumping into each other in a big city. These were two globally famous figures, both with confirmed reasons to be in the same place at the same time, reportedly spending intimate evenings together, and then the clues kept piling up from there. Expósito had posted a photo of the Eiffel Tower on her Instagram stories during that same week in Paris. She also shared snaps from the Louvre and other iconic Parisian locations. But one post in particular caught absolutely everyone's attention. She shared an image of herself at dinner, and in the frame, there appeared to be another person seated across from her at the table. The face of the companion was carefully cropped out, invisible to her 24 million followers. That one detail sent the internet into overdrive. People zoomed in, analysed the background, and debated endlessly about who could be sitting on the other side of that table. Some reports later described the pair at an upscale Parisian restaurant with a view of the Eiffel Tower, where they appeared relaxed and close throughout the evening. They were also reportedly seen at a cafe afterward, laughing and looking completely comfortable together. The mood, according to those who claimed to be present, was anything but accidental or coincidental. More reports then surfaced claiming the two were spotted later at Bonny nightclub in Paris, where additional blurry photos began circulating, unverified images that appeared to show a couple kissing inside the venue. These spread rapidly across X, Instagram, and TikTok. Whether or not every photo was fully authentic, the fuel they added to the story was impossible to contain. Here is the thing about all of this though, it was not entirely new territory. The names Mbappé and Expósito have been linked before, and the connection actually goes all the way back to 2019. At that time, Mbappé was still at Paris Saint-Germain and had not yet made his much-anticipated move to Real Madrid. Expósito was already riding the enormous wave of elite's international success. The story that linked them at that point was almost comically simple. Mbappé liked one of Expósito's Instagram photos. That was it, a single like on a mirror selfie. But because Expósito was a Madrid-based actress and Mbappé was at that time being relentlessly linked with a transfer to Real Madrid, Spanish football fans immediately read the gesture as a coded message. The jokes flew fast. Fans said Mbappé was using Instagram flirtation as a subtle way of announcing his desire to move to Spain. Mbappé being presented at the Bernabeu by Ester Expósito would already be validated for a league title, one fan tweeted. Another wrote, Mbappé likes an Instagram photo of Ester Expósito. The next step is finding an apartment in Madrid. Even journalists covered it as a light-hearted but symbolically loaded moment. In hindsight, website, with Mbappé now actually wearing white at the Bernabeu and the two reportedly spotted together in Madrid. That 2019 feels less like internet noise and more like the earliest chapter in a story that has kept getting written ever since. Then in 2022, when Mbappé's PSG contract was nearing its expiry and Real Madrid were once again the heavy favourites to sign him, the link between the two resurfaced. This time, Expósito posted a New Year's story on her social media that included the phrase tic-tac, a phrase famously coined by Spanish football presenter Josep Pedrerol on the show El Chiringuito de Jugones, used specifically as a dramatic countdown tease around Mbappé's expected arrival in Madrid. Whether it was intentional or purely coincidental was impossible to say with certainty, but the timing, combined with the existing history between the two, was more than enough to get things buzzing again. Various outlets noted that Mbappé had been caught liking her posts more than once across different years, that they followed each other on Instagram, and that Expósito was based in Madrid, the very city Mbappé had publicly called his dream destination since he was a child. None of it was ever confirmed, none of it was ever denied either. It existed in that grey area between signal and noise where celebrity culture thrives. And now, in March 2026, that same story had come roaring back with far more substance and far more reported evidence behind it. Another detail that fans locked onto quickly this time was the fact that both of them follow each other on Instagram and have done so for some time. In the world of celebrity social media, a mutual following between two famous people always carries meaning in the eyes of fans paying close attention. Given that Mbappé's account has been widely described as strictly professional, football content, charity work, brand collaborations, with barely any glimpse of his personal life, the fact that Expósito is among those he follows has always felt significant. It is also worth noting that back in late December 2025, Mbappé reportedly liked one of her Instagram posts. A small gesture, yes, but fans catalogued it. They always do with him, these tiny digital breadcrumbs, a like here, a follow there, a carefully cropped dinner photo, collectively build a case in the minds of millions that something is, or at least has been, going on between the two. In the absence of any official statement from either side, these details do not just become part of the story, they become the whole story. It is also worth thinking about what Expósito's cultural footprint actually looks like, because the person at the center of these rumors is genuinely extraordinary in terms of her reach. In 2020, during the COVID-19 lockdown, she posted a short video of herself dancing in her room to a reggaeton song, just 20 seconds of footage. It became one of the most watched Instagram videos ever recorded in Spain, pulling in over 93 million views and 11 million likes, and was reportedly shared nearly 100 million times. The song she danced to, El Efecto, re-entered global music charts nearly a year after its original release and eventually went triple platinum in Spain, all because of that single clip. That is not just internet popularity, that is a level of cultural influence that very few people on Earth genuinely possess. When she posts a photo of the Eiffel Tower, 24 million people notice immediately. When she shares a dinner story with a cropped companion, millions of reactions follow within minutes. It is why, the moment her name was attached to Mbappé's, the story jumped far beyond the usual football gossip bubble. Suddenly, millions of fans who never follow football were completely invested, and football fans who never follow celebrity news found themselves deep in the comments section of an actress's Instagram at midnight. That crossover is exactly why this rumor grew as fast and as wide as it did. There is also the question of Expósito's recent personal life and what little we actually know about it. Her last publicly confirmed relationship was with Uruguayan actor Nico Furtado, and the two reportedly split at the end of 2023. Since then, she has kept her romantic life extremely private. In early 2026, her name was briefly connected to Mexican stylist Nini Velez after the two appeared together in what looked like a close friendship, but nothing was ever confirmed. It is also worth noting that in August 2024, Expósito was linked to Mbappé's Real Madrid teammate Vinicius Jr. after the two were filmed together at a Travis Scott concert in Madrid. TikTok footage of them dancing together in a VIP area went viral, and Vinny had earlier left an affectionate comment on one of her Instagram posts earlier that same year. Despite all of it, Expósito dismissed the rumors, and nothing was ever confirmed. The fact that she has now been connected, even just in rumor, to two of Real Madrid's biggest stars within roughly 18 months adds another irresistible layer to this whole situation. Somehow, Real Madrid keeps appearing in her story one way or another. Now let us talk about Mbappé's side of this, because his personal life has been one of football's most enduring mysteries for years. He has always gone out of his way to keep things private. Over the years, rumors have come and gone consistently. Alicia Ailey's, who was Miss France 2017, was spotted wearing his jersey at the 2018 World Cup, sparking relationship speculation that neither side ever confirmed. French actress Emma Smet was seen alongside him at PSG matches and at Neymar's birthday party in 2021, convincing fans something was happening, but nothing official ever came of it. In 2022, he was photographed at the Cannes Film Festival and Paris Fashion Week alongside French model Inès Rao, and photos of the two on a yacht together were among the most intimate images of his private life ever made public. Many believed they were genuinely in a relationship. Reports suggested they quietly parted ways after both unfollowed each other on Instagram. Around the same period, Belgian supermodel Stephanie Rose Bertram was also linked to him, with some sources claiming she was present at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar to support him personally, though she clarified her presence there was strictly professional. Then, in the summer of 2024, Mbappé was photographed in Miami alongside model Danny Grace Almeida. They were seen bowling, dining, and at a nightclub together. When asked about the nature of their relationship, Almeida simply said she preferred not to discuss it. That has essentially been the consistent pattern throughout his personal life. Things appear briefly in public, generate enormous attention, and then dissolve without ever being officially confirmed or denied by anyone involved. The man himself gave a rare and honest window into all of this in a December 2024 interview on the French show Clique, where he was asked directly about his romantic life. He confirmed that he had been in love with a woman in the past and that he genuinely hoped to feel that way again someday. He also reflected on the specific challenges of maintaining a relationship given the extraordinary nature of his existence. "The person next to me is not necessarily ready to live all this stuff," he said. "I'm not going to be her boyfriend. I'm going to be her psychologist." It was a genuinely rare and candid moment from someone who so carefully guards his personal world. He also told L'Equipe magazine that he had built his life around the belief that football was everything, that he wanted to fully enjoy every moment of his career, and that only time, or as he put it, God in due time, would tell him whether that was the right choice. In a separate interview in September 2025, he acknowledged directly that it was complicated being his girlfriend, and compared romantic relationships to a gamble that you have to take, even knowing you might get it wrong in front of the entire world watching. He did not rule love out, he just said finding the balance was genuinely hard. And yet here in early March 2026, just months after all of those reflective words about being single, his name is all over the internet, attached to a 26-year-old Spanish actress who has captured the imagination of tens of millions of people globally. As of the time this video was put together, neither Kylian Mbappé nor Ester Expósito had made any public statement about the rumors. No confirmation, no denial, nothing at all. Their silence has, in the way these things tend to unfold, only kept the story alive and growing. Fans have continued to analyze every post either of them makes, every location tag, every story, every like, and every new public appearance is being treated as potential evidence in the court of internet opinion. Some people are fully convinced, others are more skeptical, noting that rumors like this surface around famous people routinely and that until there is a direct, clear statement from either side, everything still technically remains in the realm of speculation. What is not speculation is the reach of this story. It crossed from sports media into entertainment media, fashion media, and mainstream celebrity coverage across multiple countries, including France, Spain, Italy, and across Latin America. The combination of two globally recognized figures from two completely different worlds, with a consistent physical trail of reported sightings across two European capitals in the same short window, gave this particular story a momentum that very few celebrity rumors ever actually reach. What makes it so compelling, beyond the obvious appeal of two famous young people possibly falling for each other, is everything that surrounds it. The long thread of history dating back to 2019. The mutual Instagram follow that has quietly existed for years. Mbappé's own candid, public admissions about wanting to find love again someday. Expósito's ability to generate massive cultural ripples with the most minimal of gestures. The fact that both happened to be in Paris at exactly the moment the rumors needed to catch fire. None of it is conclusive. All of it is fascinating. And that is the thing about a story like this one. As long as nobody says yes or no, the question stays wide open. The clips keep circulating endlessly. The comments keep coming in waves. The fans keep watching every move. And Mbappé and Expósito, whether they intended it this way or not, have given the internet something it loves more than just about anything else. A mystery that might just be a love story. So what do you think? Are Mbappé and Expósito the real deal? Or is this just the internet running wild with another celebrity rumor? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. And before you leave, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Goal Rivals so you don't miss the next ones.